welcome to Corrections Mama 27 channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you choose to. So this video, I'm going to call the mothership. Maybe we should call it the mothership. All right. How about the alien starship? All right. This is about a staff member at Lewis. And this guy was kind of a weird character. He was kind of heavy-set guy, older guy. And he would call ICSs, which is called Incident Command System, which is a system that was put in place for emergency situations to be more organized so people could understand what was going on and properly respond. And there is like a whole system of how this works. Certain people are assigned to respond, and there's different types of responses. That's a whole nother video. Too much crud to get involved in that. So anyway, so he was in the perimeter, and they used to put him in different posts to try and figure out, you know, if it was a good post for him, because he was kind of a weird guy and he'd do some weird stuff. I don't know if he was serious about some of the stuff that he did, or if he did it because he thought it was funny. I think it was a little bit of both. I think sometimes he believed what he was saying, and other times he was joking around. I'm guessing. I don't know, because he used to call ICSs about weird stuff. Okay, this guy, just for a little background to give you an idea, he also wrote an information report or whatever, some kind of request, or maybe it was a memo. It was probably a memo. And he was saying that he thought that part of our uniform at work should be a kilt. He wanted them to add a kilt to our uniform. What? A kilt? So, you know, kilts are those Irish skirts that men wear and they usually have like bagpipes and whatever. Well, he wanted that to be part of our uniform. They're usually like pleated and stuff. And he wanted the kilts to be for men and women at the prison. And from what I understand, they don't even wear underwear under those kilts. So, what? You want everyone to wear a skirt at the prison? Are you for real? Huh? No. This guy's crazy. That's crazy. Like, seriously, I'm sure you can imagine all kinds of weird and crazy things that could be going on right now at the prison if the officers are wearing kilts. I don't know. See, he was taking that very seriously, though. So I don't know where his headspace is. But I tell you what, Corrections Mama would not be wearing a kilt. I don't even know if women can wear them. Can women wear them? I don't know. But I know I wouldn't be wearing one. And I wouldn't be anywhere near anyone that was wearing one, all right? Because they don't even wear underwear from what I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just saying, like, this guy's a weirdo. So anyway, keep being weird, right? Because guess what? It entertains me. It's entertaining. I think it's hilarious, okay? All right, so this guy was on the perimeter, and everybody starts to hear. Now listen, when you're an officer, you're always tuned in to the radio. You should be. Some people miss the radio traffic, but you should be tuned into your radio, because that's your lifeline. That's their lifeline. That's everybody's lifeline. And if something happens and you're able to call for help on the radio, or if something happens to an inmate and somebody's getting beat up or whatever, you need to be in tune to that so you can respond accordingly. You know what I mean? And there are certain people that are also supposed to write it down in their journal. And there's like main control who keeps the record of, they're the recorder. They record everything that is said by hand. So, we hear somebody get on the radio and they're saying, at this time, Officer Netzo is initiating an ICS. I'm initiating an ICS for an alien craft that's landing in the wreck yard. What? And everyone's like rolling their eyes. Like, this guy again? Is he serious? Like, come on already. And he's calling an ICS about an alien spaceship. So he's like, an alien spaceship is hovering over, and we may have a landing. I don't know if these people or if these aliens are friend or foe. Look, all right, this is a prison. We're supposed to be professional. I didn't see a spaceship. Ain't nobody that I know of that worked there that day seen a spaceship, all right? So I don't know if this guy's just crazy or what. Now, I'm not saying the aliens don't exist. Maybe they do. That's for another channel. I believe aliens do exist. I believe people have seen them. That's my personal belief. So when he starts calling this, for one, you're thinking, is that really an alien ship landing? I'm just wondering. Or is this his weird way of calling for help because he's actually being held hostage? What's going on? But then we all realize it's the same guy. It's the same guy that's called ICSs for other silly things too. So, and it's the same guy that wants everyone to wear a kilt. So he's calling for an ICS. And then everybody has to respond. So if you're assigned in as a floor and you're assigned to respond, guess what? You're going to go respond to an alien ship hovering over the wreck yard. So everybody goes out and they're rolling their eyes and like, this guy again, what's going on now? How these people keep their jobs? I guess they keep their jobs because one, maybe they're entertaining, and two, because who are they going to get to replace them? Now, this guy wasn't a bad guy or mean or anything. He was just a little off. He was just a little off kilter. So he's calling an ICS and everyone's coming out of their buildings, stopping what they're doing, leaving what they're doing to come and respond. And then they're like, what's going on? Now, I wasn't a responder, but, I was looking out the window, right? I went to a window that I could see the wreck yard. Sometimes it's a Civ 3 office, or sometimes it's a run office. And they're looking. Shouldn't we see like a big light or something? So he's calling for this alien ship that landed. People respond, and then everyone's a little ticked off, and the supervisor is like, what the heck, he's cursing and saying, and then what the supervisor does in a situation like this is he probably puts a note in his file or whatever nobody cares about, and then he probably tells him, okay, we're just going to use this as a simulation, so you're going to go do the report, leave out the alien part, and it's going to be a simulation. And a simulation is basically when you do a pretend ICS, but you usually call the supervisor and you call main control. So main control does not call outside agencies to come in and help. So for an alien situation, the supervisor responded and told main control it's a simulation, because main control would have or could have called for outside agencies to come and help. like the fire department, police department, the sheriff's office, whatever. Because if there was an alien landing and aliens coming out and we don't know what their intentions are, and this is a prison, they can't be, beaming inmates up into the spaceship, because, we are in charge of custody and care of these guys, and they cannot leave the prison, whether it's by alien or by escape. The only way they leave the prison before their time is up is if they die or go to the hospital. So, so they had to let Mint Control know. And, the tower, I guess the tower could shoot the aliens. Is that a good idea? I don't know. So, so anyway, as you can imagine, I guess he woke a few people up and we all had a few laughs. And so that's the story about the guy that called an ICS for an alien ship. I believe he only did it once because he might have gotten in trouble for it. I don't know. But this guy was doing weird stuff all the time. Like, he was that weird guy that most people just didn't want to work with. Not because he was a mean guy or anything like that. Just because he was weird. He was just a little weird. So if you were ever in prison and you knew some weird officers, I'm sure you knew who they were. So anyway, that's the story about the guy who called an ICS for an alien ship on the rec yard. And no inmates were beamed up. Nobody was lost. And by the way, it was on graveyard shift. And sometimes I think we get some special people on graveyard shift. And sometimes I also think graveyard shift people, there is things that happen on graveyards. And it's I would say, not as busy as day shift or swing shift. We don't have like fights out in the rec yard and fights in the chow hall, because they're not in the rec yard or the chow hall at night. They're in bed. But we do have weird stuff happen, like them making hooch and getting drunk, or we have a pod and they're all drunk, or they're all high, or somebody got a hold of some drugs and there's some 5 inmates that are wasted in the bathroom and we got to deal with their crazy asses. Stuff like that happens. So there are like a lot of weird shit that happens at night, but it's really not, it's not, and we do have fights and stuff sometimes. It just doesn't happen as often. It was just a little bit different on graveyards. So anyway, yeah, so this was a graveyard shift incident. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like and share and comment.